ichie ji aṅụ mmiri mpiatụ ụwa ọzọ onye shiri. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our life and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth, and personally encouraging you to live and enjoy your life. The only way you can live and enjoy your life is through exploring your life, seeking knowledge. Don't let anyone or anything limit you. You can know everything you need to know. You can know everything you want to know. There is no limit to what you can know. So, for those that will say nobody knows everything, they are ignorant of what they're saying because they are living in fear of faith or believing in some nonsense some other people say. So they see those people as authority. They cannot be wrong. So they're basing their life instead of them to do their own research. They are stuck with what someone else said or wrote. So I'm speaking on what I titled The Great Pretenders. Since yesterday I've been making posts to that respect, the great pretenders, people that pretend. No people pretend like theists, those who believe in God, those who worship God. And I will try to show us how they pretend in many ways. You can also contribute, share your own experience with them. Because once you don't believe no more, you encounter them. And they will always come to you some on your post or inbox vomiting some nonsense they don't suppose to do, just using nonsense to defend their ignorance, using nonsense to defend their belief, using nonsense to defend their faith. So they are pretenders. A pretender is one who stimulates, who pretends or alleges falsely, a hypocrite or dissembler, one who sets forth a claim. They made up some doctrines, some beliefs, made up stories about the world. The world exists, but they say it was created. Okay, who created it? They don't know. They say some of them say many gods and goddesses created it. Some of them say one God created everything. And worshiping that God, if you don't believe in that God, you are doomed. So they believe without seeing, which is why they have blind faith. That's what they have. They don't have knowledge. They have blind faith. A pretender is a person who pretends or make false allegations. They lay false allegations telling you, oh, you are bitter. That's why you are having issue with God. This thing you are saying is because you are disappointed. You are frustrated. That's why you're saying, no, I am not. And when you look at me and them, I'm living better than them. They say I'm frustrated. They say I'm jobless. They are not paying my bills. They are not giving me data to come online. But they lay all those false allegations, trying to discredit you or to make other people not listen to you, as if you are looking for people that will listen to you. No, I'm not looking for people that will listen to me or that are listening. I'm looking for people who can think for themselves. When you think for yourself, I think for myself, we will not have any problem between us. The problem is some people have decided not to think for themselves. Then they want you to believe what somebody else think for them. You say, no, I think for myself, you think for yourself. When we think for ourselves, we live naturally. You cannot think for yourself and believe in invisible God. You cannot think for yourself and believe that somebody died for you. Nobody can die for anybody. You will die for your own death. You will die your own death. You cannot die another person's death. That's why they claim that God has died for them, yet they are committing the same thing they say God died for. So a pretender is an aspirant or claimant, an acclaimus, a person who makes unjustified or false claims, unjustified of false claims. They claim that God created heaven and earth, but they cannot justify that claim because no God have shown up and say, yes, I created the heaven and the earth. No spiritual being, no higher force have appeared and said, yes, I am the one that created it and ready to defend it everywhere. And everyone will see me. They're just making unjustified claims, false claims. They are false witnesses. Jehovah witnesses, God witnesses, heaven witnesses. Okay, where is the heaven? We were talking, one guy, my co-worker yesterday, he said that, their pastor died. I say, okay, but how old was he? He says, an elderly man. Okay, so that's great. But they say it was homecoming. Instead of funeral service, they say it's homecoming service or homegoing, in America. I say, so where is the home? They be pointing to heaven. You see, unjustified claim. Where is the home? You point heaven, in heaven. Oh, that person died. My mother must be looking down from heaven. My father must be looking down from heaven. This person must be looking down from heaven. Where is the heaven? They're pointing to the sky. They don't know. They are making unjustified claim. Just like those who are celebrating their birthdays, they are making unjustified claim. They don't know the day they were born, except what their parents told them. And they don't know the day they will die. So the reason why you're celebrating birthday and not celebrating your death day is because you have been conditioned to do that. And some people are making money off it. And it's ruining some relationships. Oh, you didn't buy me anything on my birthday. You didn't wish me happy birthday. You don't love me. Hey, we begin to have issue. I'm looking for somebody that will treat me as a human being. Telling you I love you is treating you as a human being? Nah, that means I'm evil. Telling you happy birthday means I'm evil. Treating you as a human being? No. That means you want me to be stupid like you. So that's pretenders, a claimant to the throne or to the office of ruler. They claim, I am a winner. They are not. I am free. They are not. I know the God I worship. They don't know. I know in whom I believe. They don't know. Okay, show me the God you say you know. They say they can't show. Is everything? Must you see everything? Do you see your face? Mirror. Can you see your brain? Google it. Yes, you can see those things. So understand that believers are pretenders. Someone that lead you to believe something that is not true. That is what the preachers are doing. That is what the teachers of gospel, teachers of God, preachers of Christ, that is what they're doing. They are leading you to believe in what is not true. There is no God. They say there is God. Some of them say that they are God. You are God. Claiming you are God does not make God real. God is a fairy. God does not exist in any shape, way, or form. There is no God. You say God means creator. You are not creator. You are more than a creator. You give birth. You are not. And the creatures are things that have no life in them. You are not a creature. You have life. No man created you. No woman created you. A man and woman come together, have sex, and born you. They did not create you. No, they bore you. That they carried you and brought you forth. Your parents were the containers that carried you. You did not come from your father. You did not come from your mother. You have been always in existence. That's why you are a being, living being, eternal being. So you should not be worshiping your parents. It's ridiculous because you might have been their parents in the past or will be their parents in the future. We are in this together. We are not creatures. No God created us. No one created us. We are living beings. We have life. Creatures don't have life in them. This is creature. This is creature. This is creature. They don't have life in them. Living beings have life in them, and the one person or one thing cannot make them exist because they are always exist. They are eternal being. They cannot be created and they cannot be destroyed. No matter how they try to annihilate us, it can never be possible. Nature is eternal. Nature is not created. Nature is born, and you are the evidence of what I'm saying. Believers, these pretenders are followers of men of timber and calibers. They follow you based on your level of education. How many degrees do you have? What school did you attend? Did you attend Harvard, Oxford? What university did you attend? What is your title? What is your rank in the community? And that's why we are having problem. Because even the poor majority are following the men of timber and calibers. They are not using their brain, because that is one thing that religion does, that faith does, that belief in God does. It robs you your ability to use your own brain to think for yourself. So when you can't think for yourself, you must believe what they said, and you begin to believe they are better than you. Some people are better than you. Some people are choosing you or not. Some people are appointed you or not. No. Wake up. These people are protege to elders. They like, oh, I have that one is my model. That one is my idol. That's who I'm following. He or she cannot be wrong. If he's the one that says it, I believe completely. I cannot disagree more. I agree what you say. You are an elder. No. That's my mentor. No. You don't need anyone to be your mentor. Follow no one, follow yourself if you must follow. Especially in spirituality. Many Africans today are still drunk and cage themselves in spirituality because of who they had it from. And they give them some instances using the sun or using certain things to make them feel like, yeah, spirituality is science. It's not. Look at Africans who began that spirituality and see what they are doing with it. It's not science. The evil people came and took science from us, and they are building today. We are not, because we are caged in spirituality. Why? Because that elders, they are the one that established it. Oh, he said he believed in spirituality. No, so it's true. No, it's not. I always ask people that defend spirituality, tell me one thing you can do with it. He say, no, spirituality is science, it's nature. You will not know. It's not. Spirituality is not nature. Nature is natural. It's nature. It's not spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about nature. There's nothing spiritual about me. You say what you don't see, that's spiritual. It's not. What I don't see and it exists is still natural. And if I cannot see it with my eyes, I can feel it. I can use it. They pretend in prayers and practice. How do they pretend in prayer and practice? They say pray and walk. If prayer works, you don't need to walk. If after prayer you must have to go and walk again, you have wasted your time praying. Use that time to plan what to walk, then go and walk. What you're supposed to do is to plan and prepare to walk, then go and walk. Learn it from the farmers. Farmers don't pray for their crops to grow. No, farmers plan, prepare the seed, go and till the land, sow it, and wait patiently for it to germinate. Then they reap. Prayer cannot contribute, or prayer cannot change anything in your life, in your affairs. Stop being a stupid idiot by fear of God or by faith in spiritual beings. They preach what they cannot prove, these great pretenders. But they keep quoting a book. Keep quoting a book as their proof. There is God. Okay, where is that God? The Bible says God created heaven and earth and everybody. The Bible said the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world and everyone in it. You are quoting a book. You can even write a better one before asking me to write. They rant and threatens unbelievers or the woke who are bold enough to expose their faith and their book. If you are bold enough like myself, you say I'm bragging. No, I'm not. I'm stating the facts. If you are bold enough like myself, you will hear them ranting and threatening you with hellfire, threatening you with untimely death, threatening you with evil. That's bullshit. And I always tell them, there is nothing you wish me that does not happen to you multiple times than me, because I walk by sight with my eyes open while you walk with your eyes shut. So guess what? When danger is coming, who will it hurt? It's you that is walking by faith, not me that is walking by sight. That's why when you go to prison, you see many believers there. When you go to hospital, you see many believers there. Everywhere people are suffering. Where you see poor people, paupers, people that cannot afford even one square meals, they are the people that believe in God. Then when you manage, look at them and pity them and offer them some help, they say, thank God for your life. God have used you. I pray for you. God will bless you. Idiots. If your God can bless your giver, why can't that God bless you directly? Pretenders. You bless them, they say it's God blessing them. I mean, you give to them. It's God giving me. God use you. My father said that to me. I said, okay, I'm waiting for God to use me. I used to pay their rent. I said, okay, since you don't acknowledge I'm the one paying the rent, I'm working paying the rent, he says, God using me. Okay, let God use me. I'm waiting. Any day God use me, I will pay. But until God do that, nobody will force me to do that, because nobody forced me to begin doing that in the first place. It's not a must. It was not a must. I must do it. No. Because they were not too old not to work. They are making their money and giving them to churches also. These pretenders believe in fairy tale. They believe in allegories as factual truth. Oh, I like the way somebody put it. Oh, so God created all things into existence. Then in the time of Noah, he has to command Noah to bring two animals, male and female, inside the ark. The God that called everything into existence. Eh? So he cannot, okay, he can drown these ones with flood. So he can call out new ones into existence and make another man and a woman, so that there will be no sin anymore. And make now he will use his wisdom to make people that will not disobey him. But this is fairy tale. You see people believing it as real. Why? They are asking, who was the first people? Who was the first thing? Then they make book for you telling you, yeah, God created a man and woman. He may call them Adam. Then Adam wake up and call that one Eve. Okay, they are Adam and Eve. And serpent spoke to them. Then they disobey God. Where was God when they disobeyed God? Cricket. You are not spiritual. A carnal man cannot understand the things of God. You are stupid. If a carnal man cannot understand the things of God, then why are you preaching God to carnal man? Why are you going to preach things of God to the carnal man? Saying your God can heal the sick. It's not true. You are a pretender because they taught you to pretend. Though you are sick, they say, let the sick say, I am strong. I'm weak, say I'm strong. No, you're not. You are weak. You pretending to be strong. Somebody did not see you in the market. They come to your house to visit you. They say, what happened? You are sick. You are weak. You say, I'm strong. I'm strong. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. No, you are pretending all is well when nothing is well with you. You are suffering. They believe in fairy tales. They believe in allegories as factual truth. And they insist it is true. Then they resist any facts you present. They resist any logic you present. They resist any reason you present. Then threaten you with, if any does not love the Lord, let him be accursed. Repent or perish. Believe or perish. Believe or burn. Burn where? They are pretenders. They pretend to follow God. Why they are not living actually like that God? Because that God killed his children. So why are they not killing their own children? Sending their children to school or to somewhere to make them better. Sending their children to therapy. Sending their children to reform homes. So why not learn from God? Be like your Bible, I think Ephesians chapter 5 verse 1, it said, dear children, be imitators of God. So imitate your God. Your God is a consuming fire. When your children disrespect you, consume them with fire. Until you do that, you are a pretender. You are a hypocrite. The teachings in your religion, the teachings in your church, they are hypocrisy. That's all they are teaching there. You see them going to church and pretending God is there. You see them going to mosque pretending God is there. You see them going to some places they say it's a sacred place or holy place, pretending there's a spiritual being there that is responding to them. But look at their life after all that practice. They continue suffering. So they pretend in prayer. That's why prayer is a pretense. They pray. See, we are praying. God have answered us. Amen. Okay, their condition is still there. Wake up, my people. Oh, it is time for you to change your condition. Your life is great. There's nothing wrong with you except faith. There's nothing wrong with you except believe. Believing is your worst enemy. Knowing is your solution, is the solution you need. When you know, you will do. Those that know do. Those that believe are confused. They don't do anything. They hope. I hope someday it will change. I hope something will happen. Who are you waiting to do that thing? It is somebody else that will do it. And why can't you do that? That person does not have two heads. You see them claiming that God gave them children or God gives children and make them have self-delivery. Liars. Some of them died claiming I will give birth like Hebrew women. Operation is not my portion. Oh, yeah, she died trying to deliver a baby. Operation, I will never go to therapy. I will never go through operation. No. Operation is not my portion. The baby must come through my vagina. I told the mother of my wife that time when she was in labor, I said, listen, stop this bullshit. Whether you vomit that child through your mouth or through any other part of your body, you are the mother of that child. Claim God. God has done it again. That's the nonsense they always use. God has once said that. I say, trust that God. God has done it again. My sister just delivered a dancing baby boy. God has done it again. My neighbor just born again. God has done it again. God did not do anything. God did not get the woman pregnant, and God did not guarantee the safe delivery. It's people that do all that. If you don't push, that baby will not come out. God cannot make it come out. So God give you strength to push. No, God did not give you strength to push. In fact, if that God exists, he wouldn't have need to push. He will just come out. He just come out. Deliver like Hebrew women, let me see, say before pain came, they deliver. It's a lie. It's a fairy tale. And many of our people are living by it. You see the man praying, my wife will not go through operation. The reason why they are praying that is the money they will pay in the hospital. In America, women here, they choose, not that they cannot push, but they don't want that big body to go through their vagina. They do operation. They do a machine, go there, push, bring it out. They are good. We see poor people. That's why they are going to that. That's why all these criminals, your common of God, are taking advantage of them, robbing them every time. They lie against themselves. They lie against facts because they worship God and wicked themselves. Do you hear what I just said? Believers, the pretenders, people that worship God, they wicked themselves. They demote themselves, they promote God. They exalt God and they curse themselves. Say, I'm nothing without God. Which God are you talking about? You are somebody. You are real. God is not real. I can see you. I cannot see God. Why? Because you are real. God is not real. God is a fairy. Somebody asked me, what is God? Ask me what is God or who is God. God is useless. Period. That's period. God is useless. Even to you that believe in God. These people preach God. They preach peace. They preach prosperity. Where they don't have God, they don't have peace, and they don't have prosperity. Anyone among believers that have prosperity is a thief, like all those tithes and offering collectors, all those one who are writing books and selling them, all of them who are claiming to be preachers of the gospel, preachers of God, teachers of spiritual stuff, and they are prosperous. They are thieves, and when you go among them, they have many poor people who they are robbing. Go to every ministry or every church of God and see exactly that is what is going on. How long will you be pretending and want us to shut up? I can never shut up. Just as Facebook is the one saving you. Because I've noticed that Facebook, when you are quoting nonsense against yourselves in the Bible, they will not block you, they will not restrict your account. But the moment you begin to speak facts about history, about how the white people, the Arabs and the Europeans invaded and enslaved us, they say your post is spam. They restrict you for 6 days. They restrict you for 14 days. They restrict you for 1 month. They restrict you for 2 months. Because they are also part of the system that want to keep us down. But our slavery condition is not permanent. That's why we are asking you to revert, to open your eyes, to wake up, because time is coming when we will take to the streets preaching the factual truth. The same way they took or still taking to our streets, preaching God, preaching Jesus, and converting our people into slaves. We must wake up. So online is not maybe that's where we are limited. No. Online, okay, it's going on, but we don't have our own platform. They are the one controlling it. They are censoring us. They are limiting us. They are restricting us. But they cannot restrict us in our villages. They cannot restrict us in the streets. We must, unless they will restrict also people that are preaching God and Jesus. So let us wake up, my people. Stop joining these great pretenders, all of them. Everyone in spirituality, everyone in religion, they are pretending like what they believe is true, but it's not. We need science. We need science. And we must encourage one another to live humanly. That's not by knowledge. Science. Another word for science is knowledge. I don't mean those scientists. Those ones are trained. They don't use their brain even. I mean all of us using our brain, going after knowledge and doing what we know, saying what we know, posting what we know, writing what we know, so that others will be encouraged, not for them to be our followers and we their leaders. No, all of us are supposed to be leaders. So when we come together, we say, like our ancestors who built the pyramids and sphinx and gave the world technology and science, come, let us make. Come, let us build. Not come and lead me. Not come and be my leader. No. God